I think racism just means judging each other by the color of their skin and judging people by their differences instead of looking at them as a normal human being. So maybe like if they walk different, if they talk different, if they look different than you, just judging them off of their features, I would say. So that's really what racism means to me. But it's like just a really horrible thing. Racism in general, I feel like it's not something that is a good thing. I feel like it's something that we don't really need. And I feel like it could get better over the years. And then I would just describe everything that's going on inside the world today. It's very sad and it's very scary, especially being a 10-year-old and knowing all the kids who may have been like 4 or 5 that have died just doing everyday things. And then on the other hand, this kind of almost makes me feel proud to be a person of color and knowing that there's all these great people who are the same color and are all just fighting for what's going on. So it's really sad and very scary, but on the other hand, it still makes me feel proud. It's very tough being a kid going through this because like when you're like adults may know a bit more than kids do because we don't learn a whole lot about it in school. A lot of what I know about it comes from my mom, but just being a kid, it's a lot of pressure and it's just really tough just having like happy thoughts, having to think about all this. It's just very difficult, but I still, like I said, I have faith that the world is going to get way better so that when we're older, we can tell our kids that the world, hopefully it's going to become a better place. So it's still a tough and sad mindset to have right now. And then even with COVID-19, that's just a lot of things, having the protests and people dying mixed with COVID-19 and not being able to enjoy our summer, even having things like going swimming to get all the protests and stuff off our minds. We don't have that because of COVID-19. So all of that just coming into young kids' minds, that's just a lot to take in. I would say, especially because it's kind of hard for kids to talk about it with other people, and sometimes it's easier for them to talk to other kids. But for the parents, I would say to just talk to your kids, just sit them down one day and just say, okay, just give them some information, maybe have them watch some videos. If it's like a younger kids, I wouldn't exactly say show them the videos because that might be traumatizing to like younger kids, maybe like 4 or 5. But I would say at least still have the talk so that they know. And especially even for older kids, like when kids who are like 16, maybe that can start driving. Like parents can teach their kids about driving and about maybe getting pulled over by the police. So I feel like it's just okay to talk to your kids, and then if they're like older, show them videos. If not, just make sure that they have enough information to where like if they're walking out on the street, they're like, okay, I gotta check my surroundings, make sure nothing's happening. And though sometimes it comes unexpectedly, but still just to be safe. Take the time to know people that you've maybe never played with. Like if there's someone that maybe of a different race who maybe have played with all of your friends, but then you see the one kid who's a different race always getting picked on or left out, just go make friends with someone new, get to know them, ask them questions, maybe like not personal questions, but maybe ask them like nice questions like, what are you gonna have for lunch? And even invite them to do things. Do you want to play with us? You want to sit with me at lunch? So I would say just to be able to get to know people that you've never really got to know. I have faith that just us as kids knowing what's going on, when we grow up as the new generation, we're going to say, okay, this happened while we were still kids. We're going to grow up and make the world a better place than what it was. So hopefully, I have hope that it's going to get better. And then even just speaking for myself, I think that something's just going to happen, and I know that I definitely want to make a change with what I want to do, which is journalism. So I definitely know that I'm going to make a change. So I would say that just have faith and have hope that the world is going to become a better place. Because if you keep having the hope and keep believing, and just if we all just took a stand together, the world would become a better place. Because when we're all separated, there are times when, there's one thing going on and then another thing, and then we're not working together to make that better. And something that I know that John Lewis once said is that it's time for us to get into good trouble and necessary trouble. Not like normal trouble where we're like actually doing bad things. It's time for us to take a stand and do what's right and just fight for what we believe in.